He lives in the water. He's basically a fish. I mean, it was only a matter of time before he joined the Navy, right? So, I know what you're going to say. Yes, the Submariner is still very much against society, and yes, that did not stop him from joining the Navy, at least in his own special way. As you may recall, in the last issue, the young policewoman, Miss Betty Dean, was tasked with capturing the Submariner. And she did, in a way. She captured his heart. So now he's going to join the Navy and put an end to World War II. Just to impress a girl. Yeah, I'm serious. That's the plot of this issue. I mean, it's weird, but you gotta admit, that's not the weirdest thing to ever happen in comics. So this issue starts out very simply with Submariner and Betty Dean walking on a beach and just chatting up a bit. She's trying to convince him to use his tremendous powers for the good of humanity, and he is being receptive. The Submariner agrees that World War II is definitely a problem for everyone involved, and so he's decided to return home to the ice fortress and assemble his navy. He asks permission from the king, who allows it in the name of peace, but remarks how Submariner's mother won't like his plan at all. Yeah, his mom isn't going to like that, like he's helping humans, but it doesn't really come up. The next few pages of this issue are filled with spectacular war scenes. The Submariner becomes the commander of the Navy and rushes into battle to end the war using his advanced arsenal of technological wonders. The human combatants don't stand a chance, really, like, at all. They constantly remark at how powerful the naval forces are, while Submariner retorts that they are fools for fighting, and that he is willing to do anything to protect the innocent civilians. Then, the Submariner finds a message which states a U.S. Navy freighter is being held hostage with 38 people on board. After having laid waste to the warring human forces, he sets out to rescue the hostages, claiming he couldn't live with his conscience if he didn't at least try to save them. I won't point out the irony if you don't. The Submariner finds the boat in international waters being held hostage by larger ships. He sneaks aboard the vessel, and then after acquiring a disguise, he sets out to find and rescue the hostages. He runs into 2 Americans on board who tell him that escape is impossible because the entire fleet is surrounded by underwater mines. Of course, the Submariner is not intimidated by this, and in a moment of surprised compassion, he gives the humans the perfect plan for escape. One by one, the crew slips over to the enemy ship, and with the Submariner's help, they overpower the enemy crew and take over the vessel. Submariner then uses the aid of his men to lower the undersea mines so the hostages can escape the area. The captain is thankful, but the Submariner won't accept any thanks. He commands the captain to set sail for the free waters of Scotland, and then jump ship before any more emotions can get thrown around. That's my guy, always a loner. A violent, egotistical loner. I really like this issue because it perfectly portrays the Submariner's personality. He truly is the world's first sort of like anti-hero. He's a bastard. He's rude and egotistical, but he's not without compassion. He's sort of like a sociopath living on the fringes of society. He's trying to help you, but at the same time you can totally tell he has nothing but spite for you. Plus, I think it's really ironic that even though he's made this vow to protect humanity from World War II, he's doing it by committing these massive acts of destruction. Like, even when you're trying to be good, man, you're just breaking stuff. Oh, man, I love the hypocrisy of the Submariner. It's freaking palatable. Anyway, thanks for reading this comic with me. If you'd like to read more, I've got a ton of other videos you should check out. Stick around, though, because in the next issue, we're going back to the Torch, and he is going to the Arctic tundra. Yeah, that's the one place where flames can't exist. Or can they? You stay tuned for more.